Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with my unboxing video for the Red Hydrogen 1 phone. Now, this came out a couple months ago. They finally got them out to people. I know the titanium ones are still not available yet, but this is the regular aluminum one. It's got a 5.7-inch LCD panel. It does Quad HD Plus resolution, so the 1440 by 2560. It's got a 12 megapixel camera. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's running the 2-year-old flagship processor, the Snapdragon 835, which was in the Galaxy S8 Plus and the Pixel 2 and some other phones. It's still a good processor, but it is a little dated, especially for the price that they're asking for it, which, if I remember correctly, is about $12.99. I was able to get this on the resale market. I still got it new, hadn't been used before, so I was happy about that. But it's a very pricey phone, so unless you know what you're getting yourself into, I really don't recommend going out and purchasing one. It's just something that I wanted personally for me, my own collection. Now, it's got a 4,500 milliamp battery, which is fantastic. I'm hoping that it lasts for a long time because really it's a huge battery, so hopefully it will work well. So yeah, let's go ahead and open up the box. It's running Android 8.1, and voila, there we go. So it's got this really nice aluminum body with this 5.7-inch screen. Go ahead and take it out of here. Now, it's like a 98% unboxing. I did take it out and I turned it on so I could use it some because I waited all day to get home from work so I could test it out. There's that shutter button right there, which is pretty cool. I put my glass screen protector on it already. Got the camera there on the back. This red hydrogen logo. Got the carbon fiber looking design. You can see the screws. It's very much an industrial look to it. It's got like a technical industrial look to it. It's got the pins on the back there, which I can only assume would be for the expansion stuff. Volume rockers, plus minus button there for up and down. You got USB-C charging port on the bottom. It does have stereo speakers on it, so you get sound at the top and the bottom. You got the quad camera set up there. So overall, it's a really sharp looking phone. It's very heavy. It comes in at about just over half a pound. So as far as technical specs go on it, it's 263 grams, 454 grams in a pound. So it's just over half a pound. And the titanium one will be even heavier at 292 grams, which is just insane. So it's got the 3D, they like to call it the 4D panel that it's got on it. It's got 128 gigabytes of storage, and the titanium model is going to have 256, but the regular aluminum model has 128. So it's got plenty of storage on it. It's got the dual 12 megapixel cameras on the back, and then it's got the dual 8 megapixel cameras on the front, the H4V holographic video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. So it's got some power to it. So it's got some nice specs on it with regard to the camera, which is something that I would expect for Red. Now we got this documentation box here. The box and everything on it seems pretty nice. It's all texturized. It's not cheap for sure. So there we go, AT&T model. Unfortunately, it's not unlocked. So there's that. And here, it's got this foam padding on the inside of it. It's molded foam padding. So you got the charger right here, which has a very similar design. It's got the kind of curved, wavy grip on the sides. And there we go. So straight up USB-C to USB-C, just like the Pixel chargers are. So 3 volt, 2 amp, quick charging capability. And then ta-da, there's our red USB-C charging cable, which has the logos on both ends. So no earphones, no extra fancy bells and whistles. This is all about 100% prime time, the phone. Now, I'm going to power it up so you can see it real quick. Like I said, it's running Android 8.1. Get the cool red logo whenever it fires up. Now, I did use it for a little bit. I have been playing around with it for about an hour. I downloaded and backed up my stuff, so I have a lot of my icons on my app set up the way I'd like. The sound quality is pretty good. It has a lot of depth to it, and it has a lot of volume. So if you want a phone that has nice stereo sound, that has really loud speakers, then this might be for you. Now, the reason I got this, I know that right now it's not probably the greatest investment in the world, because from what I've read in the reviews, the phone is a little unpolished and not the greatest thing in the world. That didn't deter me, obviously. It's something that I wanted. I wanted for my personal collection, and I shoot my videos with phones. Right now I'm using what's arguably the best out on the market, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. It is a very good media device. What I'm hoping is, I really don't want to move over to the regular camera world, so I'm hoping that when there's supposed to be a cinematography 5K lens that's going to be available for this at some point in time, ideally. Hopefully that comes to fruition. So one day I'll be able to shoot better quality video with that. But overall, and I'm happy with my Note 9, but I really, ever since they announced this, I really wanted to get my hands on one. I did play around with some of the 4V pictures that they call it, and they have a couple stock ones in there. I can't show it to you on here because it won't show up on the video. It's something you have to see with your own eyes. But they have these red apps, so you can pop into the red player. There's a couple preloaded images in here already. So it's just going to look like a regular image on here. You don't get the depth of field. You don't get the whole 4V effect that they're going for. And overall, I'm very happy with the picture quality. You can see that it shifts, and that's because it's taken with multiple different shots at the same time to create these images. So it's kind of like a holographic photo. Now, these are all the stock images that come on here, and you can see, I mean, even though these are the 4V images, they look like regular 2D images. And I've been pretty happy with the camera quality. There's a picture. I did a selfie. Just testing out that camera. But overall, I've been happy with it. It's got a nice white balance to it. The temperature and the color on it is very good. It's not oversaturated like my Samsung is. And that's one of the things I really like about iPhones, is that they have a very natural look to them. The white balance is good. No oversaturation. So this is very comparable to that. I think it's a nice happy medium between the Note 9 and between the iPhone. The only thing is I feel like the camera lens on the Note 9 does pick up more detail, especially in the fine details. It seems like it might be a little bit more blown out with some colors whenever it comes to the hydrogen phone. But I haven't got to go out and take very many pictures yet. I got home from work this evening, cooked some dinner. I was updating this while that was going on. So I do like it. It's very heavy. It's got a nice industrial feel to it. This grip that's on here is nice, but I can't say that it helps out a lot because it's just so rigid and it's not texturized. So honestly, it makes it a little bit more awkward, I think, because it makes the phone wider. The shutter button, that works out nice, and I do like that. It reminds me of the old Nokia phones. So you can hold that down, it'll pull up the camera, and then once you're in the camera, if you're on the widescreen mode like this, sideways, you can do your 4V photos and all that good stuff. So I'm going to make some other videos to go along and show you the camera, and I'm going to take some pictures this weekend and load them up to the Instagram so you can see what that looks like and kind of pair them up. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. I'll probably go ahead and take my Note 9 and take this and take side-by-side shots so I can do a comparison album. But first impressions are good. It's high quality, definitely. It seems like it's well made. I've enjoyed using it so far. The software, it's okay. It just seems like a very rudimentary version of 8.1, so it's not as fluid as I would like, but we'll see how it goes over time. I've heard that it's better than it was when it first came out, so I'll take people's word on that, but anxious to get some time with it this weekend, shoot some pictures, I'll upload those, and if you have any questions or want me to test anything out while I'm messing around with the phone, by all means, sound off and leave it in the comment section, and I'll see what I can do. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like, subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.